Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Skeletal remains found in the woods in Anderson County are now at the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort.
People in a Lexington neighborhood say thieves who once stole from their cars are now stealing cars.
Hey, we're looking outside right now and things look fantastic. A lot of blue skies. We're going to have that the rest of the day. But then as we go toward tomorrow, we start to see a front on the way. Now, you won't feel many effects tomorrow. But after that, yeah, big swing in temperatures. And I'll show you how low we go coming up. WKYT News and Noon starts right now.
And good afternoon to you from WKYT News. I'm Barbara Bailey.
And I'm Bill Bryant. Here's what's happening at noon. The state medical examiner is looking over human remains right now that were found in a central Kentucky field to see if foul play is involved in the death.
Some deer hunters found a man's wallet near Liberty Road in Anderson County Saturday, not far from the remains. And now investigators are trying to figure out if the wallet belongs to the victim. WKYT's Victor Puente has the latest. It's our top story at noon.
I spoke to a detective this morning. He told me those remains have been taken to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort. They're trying to answer multiple questions: who this person was, how long had they been there, and how did they die. The investigation began Saturday night when two hunters found a man's wallet. That led police to the area, and after a search, they discovered skeletal remains, some clothing, and glasses. On Sunday, they returned and collected 60 bags of evidence. The Anderson County coroner and the sheriff's office detective in charge of the case went to Frankfort this morning for the autopsy. They hope to have some of those questions answered once it's finished.
The remains will be examined for any evidence of foul play, any evidence of a gunshot wound or a penetrating stab wound, or any evidence of blunt trauma that could explain a cause of death.
The coroner couldn't say if the body belonged to a man or a woman. They also couldn't say if that wallet belonged to the person who died. In Anderson County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, the wooded area where those remains were found is not accessible by car. The Kentucky Supreme Court has overturned the conviction of a Montgomery County woman found guilty of killing her husband. Pam Bartley was convicted of second-degree manslaughter in the 2007 shooting death of her husband, Carl. In a divided decision, the state's high court threw out Bartley's conviction, saying a recorded conversation between her and a detective should not have been used as evidence. The Mount Sterling Advocate is reporting the state will appeal the ruling to the U.S. Supreme Court.
An inmate who escaped from a Lexington prison is back behind bars in Tennessee here at this noon hour. Terry Chandler was reported missing from Blackburn Correctional Facility last night. Police think his fiancee picked him up and drove him to his hometown just outside of Nashville. That's where he was arrested early this morning. Chandler was serving a 14-year sentence for making meth and other charges out of Allen County, but he would have been eligible for parole next August. A southern Kentucky man who was killed over the weekend in a crash being remembered today. It happened just before 10 last night on Highway 1643 in eastern Pulaski County. Sheriff's deputies say 31-year-old William Carrender of Somerset lost control in a curve and struck a tree. He died at the scene. Police say he was not wearing a seatbelt, and they believe alcohol played a role in the crash. Well, it's a beautiful start to the work week in the Bluegrass. We have sunny skies, pretty mild temperatures here at midday, but don't get used to that because big changes are coming. By the time we hit midweek and going into the weekend, it's going to get cold. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live at our First Alert Weather Center with details.
Yeah, we're looking outside this morning. I was just checking the overnight lows, and most of us, almost all of us, sitting there in the 30s. And now look at these temperatures in the 50s and 60s. It's rising very rapidly. We're going to see a lot of that wind really gusting outside, going to be pumping in that mild air, not just for today, but for tomorrow too. So the next 24 to about 36 hours, things look really nice and they'll feel that way. 62 now in the London Corbin area. There's your live sky camera shot, and you look toward the afternoon, 64. Let's just call it awesome. Why not? I mean, it's going to be a good day to get out and knock out some things outdoors, because as we go throughout the next several days, and I mean several days, cold air settles on in. We'll cut this temperature in half, and that could be our high for a couple of days as we head toward the weekend. That's really cold, and I'll show you that coming up.
Yes, it is. Thank you. We'll see you in a bit. Police are investigating a report of a stolen car in a Lexington neighborhood, and several unlocked vehicles were also broken into early this morning on Mount Rainier off Manowar near Alumni. The suspects then took one of the cars out on a joyride before crashing it nearby. WKYT's Mark Barber has reaction from one of the victims in this Crime Tracker report. Mark?
Some people on Mount Rainier Drive say thieves have been stealing from cars here far too often. I'm told this is the fourth time in the past 6 months that thieves have targeted this neighborhood. Neighbors tell us the thieves broke into 2 cars on the street early this morning. Those who live here say they're worried the crooks aren't just after the valuables inside the cars anymore. Neighbors say they called police before 5 o'clock this morning when they saw a wrecked car sitting behind a house. A few hours later, the woman who owned the car showed up. She didn't want to go on camera, but she tells us the car thieves crashed her new Kia after taking it on a joyride. She lives about 1.5 miles away on Huntmaster Circle and says the thieves found a spare key to the car when they broke into another one of their vehicles. We're told the crooks crashed the car into a fence and then a tree on Mount Rainier Drive. While Sam Campbell's vehicles haven't been stolen, they have been hit by the thieves several times.
Well, in fact, one of my sons had his truck broken into here when he was here dog sitting for us one week when we were on vacation. Our car has been gotten into twice. Once they stole a cell phone changer and a charger and some change.
People here say because the thieves stole from their cars so often, they almost expected it to happen every few weeks. But they say since a car has been stolen, they don't know what to expect anymore. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. Police are telling us they're still looking for the suspects who stole the car. And a suspected shoplifter is facing charges this midday, accused of attacking a Meijer employee. Hannah Mills is charged with robbery now. Police say a loss prevention officer tried to stop her from stealing about $300 worth of merchandise. They say she then hit one employee in the face and bit another. Mills left her purse behind, and that contained needles and other drug-related items.
The search continues this midday for a man who police say tried to steal from a southern Kentucky Walmart and then assaulted a worker there. Laurel County deputies say this man tried to walk out of the store while wearing a coat he didn't pay for. When confronted, police say he took off the coat and shoved the employee. The man is 5'9". He weighs about 150 pounds with brown hair and a short beard. The Fayette County Public School Board will meet to talk about getting a waiver to build a new high school. The Herald Leader reports the Kentucky Department of Education will not approve the size of the proposed high school. The new school is designed for 1,800 students and is scheduled to open in the fall of 2017 on Winchester Road. The search for a new school superintendent will also begin tonight. Dr. Tom Shelton stepped down last week to become the new executive director of the Kentucky Association of School Superintendents.
Well, gasoline prices continue to slide as we head toward the holiday travel season. The Lundberg survey out today shows the national average for a gallon of regular is now $2.94. That's down 13 cents in the last 2 weeks and 78 cents since its peak back in May. Experts say the drop has been driven by a decrease in the price of crude oil. Here in Kentucky, prices are right around the national average, around $2.93 a gallon. The lowest price we found, $2.53 in the western part of the state. Well, the highest price today is around Moorhead. It's $3.39 there. In Lexington, prices range from $2.72 up to about $3.05. Well, crews out at the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green have now started repairing a giant sinkhole today.
The project is expected to cost around $3.2 million and take 8 months to complete. Now, that sinkhole opened up inside the museum back in February. It swallowed up 8 Corvettes, and 5 of them are considered beyond repair. GM unveiled the first restored Corvette this week in Las Vegas.
All right, now trying to restore the museum. Well, coming up, President Obama is hoping to forge new ties across Asia in coming days.
We'll have the latest from the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit next on Kentucky's #1 Midday News.
Also ahead on WKYT, Bourne is coming back to the big screen. We'll have more on Matt Damon's return to the popular franchise coming up on WKYT News at noon.